let's start in a kneeling or seated pose. Getting comfortable in whatever position you choose to start in. Closing the eyes as you're ready, bringing your awareness inward, and feeling the inhale and exhale of your breath. Feeling the earth beneath you. Long through the spine. Relaxed within the facial muscles. And as you're ready, let's begin some movement. Interlocking the fingers at the crown of the head, reaching upward on the inhale, relaxing back to the crown of the head on the exhale. 3 times with your breathing, stretching upward, releasing to the crown of the head. This helps to stretch the spine, warm up the shoulders. Next, let's come on to the hands and knees for cat pose. Rounding the spine as you exhale, stretching the front of the body as you inhale. Moving at the pace of your own breath. And feeling this movement in the back and spine and through the front of the body. Beautiful way to warm up the spine and stretch the body gently. Next, let's sink back to the heels, chest towards the thighs, head towards the ground in child's pose. And then rolling up into sitting and coming into a toe stretch. Tucking all of your toes under, stretching the toes and the soles of the feet. If it's difficult, you can bring the weight forward into your hands. Slow, deep breathing as we give time for the muscles to adjust. And then release, tapping the toes on the ground, bringing circulation back into the feet. Extend your legs in front, bringing the right foot across your left leg and twisting to the right side. Allowing for the inhale and exhale of your breath in this seated twist. And unwind, coming to the other side, bending your left knee, foot coming across the right leg, and twisting to the left side. Slow, relaxed breathing throughout the poses and the movements. And unwinding, coming back to center. And now crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Working each of your fingers between the toes as we circle the ankle. This helps to spread and stretch the toes and warm up the ankle joint, circling in the opposite direction. And then switching sides. And then opening the hip by cradling the right knee and calf muscle, moving it back and forth or in circular movement to really open up within the hip joint. And then let's switch sides, crossing your left ankle over the right thigh, working each of your fingers between the toes, and beginning that circular movement of the ankle joint. And in both directions. And then cradling the left leg, bringing movement into the left hip area, either a back and forth movement or a circular movement. Warming up the hip joint. And then release your left leg. Let's come onto the hands and knees and prepare for downward facing dog by lifting the sit bones, lifting the knees, and finding that beautiful triangular shape which stretches and strengthens the shoulders and arms, and stretching the spine and the backs of the legs. You can pedal the feet if you'd like, and then dropping the knees and settling back to the heels in child's pose. Resting, breathing, rolling up into sitting, and stepping forward with your right foot in a low lunge, leaning into your lunge, and then walking it back as you extend the right leg. And we'll alternate between these two positions at your own pace, feeling out the legs, warming up the legs. And next time you come forward, we'll step into a forward fold, releasing the upper body forward over both legs, head relaxed, knees soft, slow and relaxed breathing. And then stepping back with the right leg, coming to a low lunge on the other side, and into that same movement where we're alternating from a lunge into a stretch for the back of the leg. Moving at your own pace, feeling out the legs. Next time you come forward, we'll step forward again into a forward fold, deepening the exhale of your breath. Feeling that beautiful stretch for the backs of the legs. And then slowly rolling up into standing. And as you come up, reaching the arms above the crown of the head, and drawing a line down to your heart. And now let's step the feet wide apart, feet parallel to one another for a wide forward fold. Hands on the hips. On the exhale of breath, hinging forward, releasing your arms and hands, relaxing your head. Breathing into the inner thighs and the low back. Now walking the hands and turning the feet to the right side, dropping your back knee, coming into a lunge. Bringing the body upright. Focused in your eyes and in your gaze, walking it back into center. Taking a moment in center. And then walking it to the other side, turning your feet, back knee dropping, coming into a lunge with the body upright. Eye gaze soft. And then coming back into center. Hands on the hips, knees bent, and lifting all the way up into standing. And walking your feet together or stepping your feet together. Reaching the arms upward, interlocking the fingers. Thumb and first finger together as you bend to the left side, stretching the right side of your body. And coming back to center and then to the right side, stretching the left side of the body. Coming back into center, allowing the arms to release to the sides. And again, we'll come into a wide stance for the feet. Hands on the hips. Deep breath in on the exhale, hinging forward, releasing the arms, relaxing the head. Breathing a slow and steady breath. Walking your hands to the right side, turning your feet, left knee down, coming into a lunge. But this time, if you'd like, you can reach the arms upward. Feeling a quality of rooting down and reaching up. Bringing the hands down, lifting the back knee. Walking it back through center, taking a moment to find your breath, to feel your body. And coming to the other side, turning our feet, back knee down, palms together, interlocking the fingers, thumb and first finger together, reaching upward. Different variation of lunge. Bringing the hands down, lifting the knee as we walk back to center. Taking a few breaths in center. Bending the knees, hands on the hips as you inhale, lifting back into standing, and then walking or stepping the feet together. And coming into another side bend, reaching the arms upward, and on the exhale, bending to the left side. Coming back to center and bending to the right side. Coming back into center and releasing your arms to the sides. Wide stance with the feet, hands on the hips. On the exhale, lowering down, wide forward fold. Left hand points towards your right foot and turn and twist upward towards the sky. Your arm can reach upward or can rest at the low back. In this twisting version, bringing the hand back down and switching sides. Take a moment in center and then switch. One hand down and the other arm reaching upward towards the sky. If it doesn't reach, you can rest the hand on the low back. And then bringing the hand back down. Taking a moment in center, and just like we did before, hands on the hips, knees bend as you inhale into standing, walking or stepping your feet together. Come to the front of your mat. Stepping back with your right leg, hands on the hips, and then you can hold on to each elbow with each palm as you hinge forward. Using both legs for strength. Allowing your hands to come to the ground and lifting your back leg. In a balance. Strengthening your left leg. Bring your foot down, relax into forward fold, and slowly roll up. Step back with your left leg. Hands on your hips. Then switch to one palm, each palm holding the elbow as you hinge forward. Using the strength of both of your legs. Hands come down as you shift the weight onto one leg and lift your back leg. Bring the foot down in a forward fold and slowly roll up into standing. Right leg back, same thing. This time, if you'd like, you can bring the palms into reverse prayer position. So meaning bringing the palms together behind your back and then hinging forward. If that doesn't work, you can again hold on to each elbow with each palm. Legs strong, back long, breath steady. Hands on the hips now as we shift our weight and lift our back leg. In a balance and strengthening position. Leg and foot comes down as we release into a forward fold. And roll up into standing. Now stepping back with the left foot, choosing whichever hand position works best for you, hinging forward at the hips, legs are strong, back is long. Breath is slow and steady. Hands on the hips as we shift our weight, lifting our back leg in a balance. Hands down, foot and leg comes down, release into a forward fold. And then as you're ready, interlocking your hands behind your back, reaching the arms upward towards the sky and towards the front. Opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then releasing your hands to your low back, sliding them along your legs. And slowly rolling up into standing. And taking a moment just to pause and to feel. Next, we'll come into a squat. If you need help, you can use some support underneath of your heels. Hands can rest on your knees or palms can be together at your heart. Feeling into your squat. And then let's bring the hands down, move forward on the mat. We'll do some work for the core. Boat pose, hands underneath the knees as you lean back, feet off the floor, ankles to the height of the knees. And if you'd like, you can reach your hands forward. If you need to come out of this earlier, you can. And allow your feet to come down and rest for a moment. We'll come back into boat and practice this a few times, noticing the strength that's building in the core of the body, helping to balance you, providing strength around the pelvis and front of the abdomen. Let's try one more time. Coming into boat pose. Feeling the warmth and heat that's generated when we work on poses that strengthen the core. And then allow your feet to come down, relax your belly. And we'll come down to lying on the back, bringing both knees to the chest, hugging the knees, breathing into the low back. Then you can bring a pillow between the knees as you allow the knees to come to the left side. You can add any support that you need for your two-knee twist. Reaching your arm to the right side, and you can look towards the right side as we rest in this beautiful twisting position for the back and the body. Beautiful way to open the chest and shoulder area. And tune into the inhale and exhale of your breath. Now let's unwind from our twist, hugging the knees in center, breathing into the low back. And then you can add any support that you need as we come into 2-knee twist on the other side. Knees to the right side, arm to the left, and perhaps looking to the left. Enjoying this twist as you let the body completely relax and breathe into any areas where you'd like to feel more space. So good for the digestive and detox organs. Twisting positions are also so good for the spine. Few more breaths in our 2-knee twist. Then let's unwind and bring the knees to the chest, breathing into the low back. You can add movement here if you prefer. And then adding some support underneath of the pelvis as we extend the legs up to the sky. Knees can be soft, feet are relaxed. Giving time for blood to flow out of the legs, for lymphatic fluid to drain towards the heart. Allowing breath to slow down. This is our last pose before our final resting pose. Bring your feet down. You can remove the support underneath of the pelvis, allowing the body to lie still and giving time for your body to integrate and digest into its memory all the movements you've done. Breathe and relax. Visualize that your body is breathing in sunlight. As you're ready, waking up movement in the fingers and toes, stretching the spine and the limbs. Yawn or sigh if that feels natural, and find your way into a sitting position for us to end with a dedication. A dedication to the well-being of all. May all be well, may all be happy, may all live in peace. Thank you for joining me.